So not very long ago, I'd say around 2 years ago, I had the pleasure to join the debate team here. So I am a fighting smell. But in doing so, I have to listen to a lot of politics. And I have to actually watch news reports and read the paper. And I have to listen to these people, call other people names, and then try to make sense of it all. So not too long ago, the term Solinsky socialist was being thrown around left and right. So socialism, what is socialism? Everybody has a general idea of it, but I needed to know for myself, what is socialism? And when I was researching this, I had an experience that really led me to know deep down in my heart that socialism is bad. It will never work. It is bad for at least 3 major reasons. And in this story, I hope that by the end of it, you will all agree with me. So, as I'm contemplating this whole socialism thing, what is socialism? I get hungry. Being a poor college student, I'm going to Taco Bell. I got $5 on me. So I go over to Taco Bell. On the way there, I actually have this hat here. I wanted to wear this as a demonstration because it's kind of loose on me. It got windy and it flew off of my head. And sure enough, this gentleman actually came up and grabbed the hat from me and gave it back to me. He walked up, he stood up from where he was sitting over by a tree and grabbed the hat really quick before it could fly away even further and gave it to me. And I was like, wow. I could tell as he was walking up, this was a homeless individual. He didn't have any home to speak of. He had his sign there, he had his bags, he looked all disheveled, big scraggly beard. But here was this man, instead of making off with this cool hat that I'm sure he could either use or sell to get whatever homeless people need, he gives it to me. Sure, maybe I could run faster than him. I'm not taking all the consideration in here, but he could have at least tried to make off with it. So here it is. Here's a good example. Here's me thinking of socialism, thinking about what it is, what it means to be a socialist, and then this homeless person does this selfless act and gives me back my hat. I'm like, all right, maybe spreading the wealth isn't a bad idea. So I take a look at the change I have after eating my meal. I got $1.48. So that was after I ordered my meal and ate it, I had $1.48, and I see that he's out there, and I took a look around to see what kind of sign he has, because that's usually one of the determining factors on whether or not I'm going to help somebody, depending on what their sign is. So his was actually that he would accept any type of help. It wasn't even just for cash, so he can go buy some booze and cigarettes. He said, any type of help, I will work. I will accept any type of gift, even food. So with that even food on there, I'm in Taco Bell, I got $1.48. Now, I don't want to just give this guy a $1.48 taco. So I walk over to the, I guess you can call him the customer service specialist. He's like, hey, what's up, what can I do for you? So at Taco Bell, you know that's what kind of service you're going to get. So I try to really explain to him in layman's terms what the situation is going on over here, so he's really understanding what I'm saying. I explained the whole situation to him, that this man helped me out, that he's homeless, that he's hungry, and I want to spend my $1.48. I want to spread the wealth, so to say. Now, I have $1.48. This man out there doesn't. I want this guy to hook me up with biggest, baddest taco that you can hook me up with for $1.48. And of course, he doesn't give a crap about who the owner is and what food cost is, labor management. He doesn't know about any of that. He's like, sweet, I get to make a big ass taco. So he takes the $1.48, and I see him go into the back. And really, this is another good demonstrator. He really seriously grabs a tortilla that's the size of this hat here, the burrito tortillas, and he starts piling in all the toppings on this. He takes out the beef hose. Yes, I said beef hose. Taco Bell has a beef hose that they spray beef into your tacos. This guy busts out the beef hose. They start spraying all of it. Sprays the cheese and the tomato and the lettuce and the guacamole, sour cream, everything. I'm loaded with this fat taco. I'm like, all right, I can't just walk up with this. It's going to ruin the surprise. I need to hide this. So I'm all excited. I'm like, man, socialism maybe isn't bad. So I'm walking up to the guy, but I'm getting really excited because this is a fat taco. It's heavy in my arms. And I know that he's going to get all excited because he sees me coming. He sees I have something behind me. And I walk up to him and I get so excited. Taco goes all over his face. The meat, the cheese, everything. All the sour cream. And to make it worse, he starts picking pieces of the taco off of his scraggly beard and he's eating it. That's how hungry he was. So how does all this tie back into socialism being bad? All right, well, I told you I was going to give you at least 3 examples. If this guy wasn't following socialism, he would have kept this hat. He would have ran with it. he would have had a free hat. If there wasn't socialism, I wouldn't have felt the need to buy this man a taco. He wouldn't have taco all over his face. Maybe I would have given him some money instead, or maybe just yelled at him to get a job. Then at least he wouldn't have taco all over his face. But I'd say the third and final reason is because how embarrassing it was for me to have that experience happen to me. That's 3 strikes, socialism. You're out.